Hello guys, welcome to Chinu's Excel tips and tricks. Today we'll be learning more about the Excel options. Today I'll be telling you how to use conditional formatting in the data table that I have created for you. So to learn more what is conditional formatting and how to apply it, let's just go and learn what exactly this table says. So I have created three columns out here with name, place and marks. And at the end, I have merged two cells using merge and center option. So today, when we talk about conditional formatting basically helps you in formatting a particular cell basis the condition or the criteria that you define. So for example, if I want Sohan, who lives in Pune and scored 74 marks, to be highlighted differently out of the data available out here, I can use conditional formatting. It is more easier to color this cell, but however, if the data is huge enough, it is not possible to figure out what cells are different. So when the data is huge, we basically use conditional formatting to highlight a particular data in a range of data to differentiate between the others. So for example, if I want to know how many people scored above 80% marks and I want them to be highlighted separately by some particular format or by a color, I can use conditional formatting formula and I can highlight my data as per the conditions, which is 80% and above, as I have specified for the formatting change or for the highlighting. So now let's learn how to apply conditional formatting. So conditional formatting can be applied by going to the format option, which is visible out here, and using the conditional formatting. So before I apply this formula, right, I need to select which data I want to conditionally format. For example, here I'll choose marks and then I'll let you know what are the various options that you can use to format a particular data. So before I start with, let me go ahead and select this marks option. I go to format and select conditional formatting. Now here you can see it's condition 1 and you can also see an add option. So add option will help you to add more conditions in case you want to have different criteria which you want to specify or you want to add. Now since I have selected marks column and I can see cell value is, which says I want to choose a cell whose value is, let's suppose I want to go for cells which are greater than 80%. So I'll write down greater than and 80. Here in this option, I can choose various options, less than, between, not between, equal to, or whatever as per what you like. So since now I've chosen 80, the cell value which is greater than 80% needs to be formatted. Now what format exactly you want? Let's suppose I want this format to be colored. So I can go ahead and select any random color. Let's suppose I want people who scored marks above 80% to be highlighted in blue. And I can also select other pattern styles, like I can select the shading or other various options available here. I can choose to go for a border and I want thick borders. I can go and choose the font to be changed. So I want them to be bold, and that's it. So now any marks which is above 80% will be highlighted in this way. Let's apply it. And you can see out of various options out here, only the marks which score 80% and above are bold and are blue in color. And why exactly only these marks and not the complete row is highlighted? Because I have selected the marks column only. And because the conditional formatting gets to know that only out of these marks or these cells it has to apply the condition, and hence these two are highlighted. Let's learn the other way of doing conditional formatting using a formula. So I'm selecting this rows again and I'm going to format, conditional formatting. Now here I can also use a formula. So if I select this, right, it asks me to insert any formula, and if the formula matches any output value, which formula's output, it will conditionally format that value. Let's suppose I am using a formula which is a very easy one, wherein I'll be selecting the same criteria which is greater than 80% using it in a form of a formula. So let's see how to apply it. So I want the row to be selected, the formula to be applied on the column C between rows C3 to C10, and I want these values greater than 80% to be highlighted in a different format. Here I am applying a formula which will change the format. So I am choosing new color so that you see the color changes and the results would be the same. So I have chosen red. So now anything in C3 and C10, between C3 and C10, that is cell number C3 to cell number C10, whose values is greater than 80, will be highlighted with the red color. Let's see if it works. And it does. Let's apply some other format as well. I'm going to conditional formatting again, and I want now the format to be applied for the numbers which are greater than 60. Right? Let's see if this formula works. And every number which is greater than 60 will be highlighted in red color. Does it work? Let us check. And it does. So now what is happening here is, once we are applying the formula, the conditional formatting changes the format as per the applied formula. So this is a very basic formula. You can use more complex formulas for the conditional formatting, but however, since we haven't covered the formula section, we'll be learning more about the formulas, and then you can incorporate it into your tables. Right? So that's all about conditional formatting for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Try it all by yourself and see if it does really work for your data. So today we learned about conditional formatting, how to format your data as per the conditions that you want to specify. You can use these conditions into various reports, like for example, if you want to highlight the quality scores for the people who are achieving greater than 90%, you can apply this conditional formatting. For example, you want to highlight those people who have gained really well during your NHD batches and who have scored more than 90% marks. You can use conditional formatting. We will learn about more complex formulas in the later section. For the time being, practice it, learn it, and find out what wonders you can do in it. Thank you so much for your time for today. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.